Today, we're going to talk about something that is near and dear to all of our hearts, and that is money. And even though money doesn't solve all the problems, it does make some things easier. So, what exactly is money? Well, money used to just be the dollars, the cash that you had in your pocket. But now, money is lots of different things, and it's anything that people will accept as a medium of exchange. So, that could literally be a dollar bill, it could be a Walmart gift card, it could be Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Android Pay, the Dunkin' Donuts app, or Venmo, which is the younger version of PayPal. If you need to write down all of these, because I'm going to reference them later, so if you need to pause, please make sure you do that. So, a function of money. So, what exactly does money do? Well, it is a medium of exchange. So, anytime you need to purchase something, whether you're using the On the Go app for Dunkin' Donuts, you are ordering something online on the Papa John's app, or you're going into a store and using a gift card or paying with money, that is a medium of exchange. And it replaced the barter system because that was just frankly inefficient. If I had something that you wanted, but you don't have anything that I want, we can't really trade anything. Plus, the value of things is so different that it made bartering very difficult. So, another function of money is that it is a store of value. It holds its value over time. So, for example, when I took my winter coat out this year, I found $6 in the pocket and I was really excited. But that $6 is from last year. That doesn't mean that it's now useless, it's still $6. And it's the standard of value. So anytime you say to yourself, is something worth something else? That's the standard of value. So when you go to the store and you want to buy something, you're saying to yourself, are those boots worth $60? And if you say yes, then you have said that that meets the standard of value. If you're saying it's not worth it, then you also know the value of a dollar and you're saying it's just not worth it. So anytime you say, is something worth it, that is the standard of value. So those are the three functions of money. So now let's talk about the properties of money. Well, it has to be durable. I don't know about you, but there's been many times where I have washed some dollar bills and they've come out of the washer and I can still use them. They are replaced by the treasury every once in a while because they do wear out because of the amount of usage that it's getting. But it is a lot more durable than, let's say, something that will disintegrate in the washing machine, for example. It has to be portable. Carrying around huge gold bars is just not going to work out. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of companies are going to electronic pay, because people always have their phone with them. So why not harness that? It has to be divisible. Have you ever gone to the store and they've said, oh, sorry, if you only have a 10, you only have a 10? They give you change, right? So it has to be divisible. Although, on an interesting note, there is a move to get rid of the penny because it costs more to mint a penny than it's actually worth. And in Canada, for example, they've already gotten rid of the penny. And so what happens is they round up or round down. So if it's 0 to 4 cents, it rounds down to zero. And if it's 5 to 9 cents, it rounds up to, or excuse me, 6 to 9 cents, it rounds up. So I feel like we're going to probably have that in your lifetime for sure. And it has to be uniform. People have to be able to recognize it. They have to know that's a dollar bill or that's a $20 bill. And that's why they take so many measures to make sure that money isn't counterfeited. And by the way, the $20 bill is the most counterfeited bill because most people don't give a $20 bill a second look, and no one's going to spend time counterfeiting a dollar. So those were the properties of money. Next up, we have the economic properties of money. Well, it has to have some stability of value. Yes, we have inflation, but it's not something where the dollar is worth a penny one day and $17 the next day. It's relatively stable. It has to be scarce, right? So you can't, everybody doesn't have $1 billion. I mean, it would be nice, obviously, but if everybody had, unlimited access to money, the value of the dollar would go down. So it does have to be scarce. And acceptability. People have to agree to use it as a valid medium of exchange. There are a lot of places where they still are cash only, but they have accepted credit cards, they've accepted electronic pay, Venmo, any of those types of things. So, an economic property of money, stability of value, scarcity, and acceptability. All right, so there's two miscellaneous terms that we need to go over. One is the exchange rate. If you're ever going to another country, you have to figure out what's your money worth in that country. And based on the country that you're going to, sometimes you're going to make out really well because their currency is not valued as high as ours is, economically speaking. And so you get a lot more money. So, like if you go to the store and you see that something is, 1,200 pesos, that only might be a couple dollars. But if you go to some other countries, you don't make out so well, and their dollar or their currency, excuse me, is valued higher. And fiat money. Fiat money means that that thing you have in your pocket, that's a round coin or a rectangular bill, has value because the government says that it has value. All right. Otherwise, it would just be some cotton with some ink on it. And so, fiat money is money that has value because the government says it does. All right. So now you're going to play the Quizalize game with money, and you're going to make sure that you write down the terms that you get wrong because you're going to have to do tomorrow what you did at the beginning of the period and put those terms into the bell ringers. So if any of that stuff was confusing or you need to go back, please feel free to rewind.